Oh, should we try that again? Welcome back to F1 2017. Let me try. I hate YouTube has this really annoying, stupid, weird bug where if you type in a video that looks or starts off slightly similar to something that you may have done before. So say if you do two videos from the same game and you start off with the game name the same, it waits about 5 minutes and then it just goes, no, not interested, whatevs, and just chucks you off. But waits until a couple of people have joined or a message has gone or there's been 5 or 6 minutes in the actual break. You just kind of go, ugh, how annoying. But as you can see, I'm 12th at the minute. I mean, Perez should do me. Oi, oi. And let me just put in one more last test message in the stream because I don't want to go to the race and then not have it recorded. We'll soon find out. It's taking a long time for the message to get through. I think we're going to get chucked again. YouTube, you're going so shit at the moment. Oh, there we go. A minute delay. Ridiculous. Anyway. So Force India and Sauber were the only two teams to not upgrade their car, interestingly. So I did wonder if they might slip back ever so slightly. And just how much one upgrade really counts over a 100% race distance. So we'll see how they get on. I mean, my season's been a bit topsy-turvy anyway because the Bahrain race had a complete all-over-the-shop finish. With only Hamilton, of the top 4 drivers, actually being able to... I mean, mind you, he didn't even have a clean race. He had a mechanical problem right at the end because Verstappen and I were closing him down. But okay, that's Perez definitely through. Alonso still not done a lap. Right. I will fast forward it through because the AI cheat in qualifying, so I expect I'll be bumped anyway. Oh look, there we go. Okay, so Raikkonen overpowered as usual. Well done Vettel on the softs. Oh no, we're through! Oh no, we're not. But closer to the midfield than we are to the back, so that makes me happy. McLaren's and Sauber's mixing it up there. In the old quali-roo. Quick swig of cola. And hopefully we'll be connection polite and happy for the race. I'm so glad that only counts as 2 points. Oh look, no one likes us. Never mind. So what do we expect to happen in the race? Come on Emma, give us what you've got.
Hi, guess who? I've seen the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck.
Thanks.
Take care.
Finished 12th, okay. Beat Hulkenberg, 11th overall in the championship, which to be fair, we're ahead of. Right. God knows. Let's go into the unknown. Again, apologies, I will have to skip the FIA stuff because I'll get flagged and blocked again. Drive me up the wall, that is.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race.
Yay.
Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen, and Ricciardo, Stroll, Grosjean, Massa, and Sergio Perez, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Daniel Kvyat and Ocon, Sainz and Renault, Stoffel Van Dorn and Marcus Ericsson, Alonso and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, Jeff here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
We're not starting where we hoped, so you need to be aggressive today and push your way through the field.
Oh, it wants me to underfuel. Oh, I don't think so. I'd rather chunk up, if I'm honest. So let's go for 58 laps. Ooh. Well, I like to see what the hell's going on at the end of, like, lap 1 anyway. So let's go with that. And get going. Ooh, they're all starting on the softs, okay.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Okay. I just need to make sure that I don't sneeze or cough or do anything stupid in one of the braking zones. So yes, apologies that this is on a Friday, but F1 Co-op is at 4 PM tomorrow, where we'll discuss the Italian Grand Prix with definitely zero. God knows how we'll make that last an episode. Wasn't the most exciting race, was it? But there we go. But we've had some people submit us some questions on Twitter, so we'll probably get to those if we aren't being bumbly and crash out and be stupid. Quite cloudy for Bahrain, unless that's the start of its nighttime stuff. See how terrible this goes. See how underfueled I am. Carlos, baby. Oh, that looks like it's going to be carnage, surely. Oh, maybe not. Oh, oh, Christ.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
don't know how that was deemed a dodgy overtake, but never mind. Ah, screw it, teammate. Sorry, mate. Great start by Ocon. Think he'll have us? Yeah. That's scary. Ooh, is Bottas leading the way? Bottas hasn't even finished a race in my championship yet. Sorry, Rogro. Frogro, rather. So that must mean the top 10 are the Mercedes, the Ferraris, the Red Bulls, the Williamses, and the Force Indias. Good Stroll, get back. Mr. Ban. Thank you. Ooh, something's going on ahead.
Entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Is that a Ferrari? Yeah, ooh, what's going on there? Someone's either going slowly, or is it... Ah, shit! Well, there's me in the barrier, practically. Ooh, no! Hulkenberg, no! Wrong guy! Ah, shit. Vehicle condition.
Quick tyre update for you. Everything's looking nice and tidy on our end. Let us know if you start to feel any issues. Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. You need to ease off in the corners.
Okay. Sauber ahead of McLaren. Oh, I don't feel happy with that. Oh, I do feel happy with that though. Hello. I was going to say, is that Hulkenberg coming in? I'm so sorry, Nico!
Nico is in the pits.
Ruining the teammate championship. Ooh, careful. Ooh, careful. Oh, Christ. Ah, shit.
bit damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
There's a Ferrari going very slowly compared to what it should be. I wonder which one it is. Ooh, that little knock done half at the front wing. That'll ruin my tyre wear as well. Of that I'm sure.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Jeff, I want your babies. More updates.
Understood. Copy that. Static over the radio. Say again.
Teammate.
Our gap to our teammate is 26.8 seconds. They're on fresh super softs.
Ooh, it's Kimi Raikkonen in trouble. Ooh, careful, 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 Esteban Ocon. I feel... Oh, Christ. Sorry, Kimmy.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Oh, great. Hey Joshi. So as someone who's new to reliability, it appears that instead of... I'm used to like having things with wear at like 70%, like tyres, not 50% with an internal combustion engine. So this could all go horribly wrong. I've hit my teammate, I've got front wing problems. Raikkonen seems to have an engine problem and is holding everyone up. But yeah, this could be a not grand race for us by the end of it, I feel.
The distance to the leader is 19.2 seconds.
Ooh, Grosjean's got round Raikkonen. That's going to cause a... At some point they're all going to smash into each other. That was getting proper hectic.
I reckon you'll probably be okay. But you need to monitor it.
Yeah.
Gap to car in front is 1.8 seconds.
And they've already said that the power output is down. And I had a weird YouTube problem earlier on. So qualifying got stuck midstream. But essentially my internal combustion engine seems to be the bit that wears the most on this car by far. So in practice I managed to get enough points to get the 30% improvement upgrade that will hit for Russia. So I don't mind it being a little bit poo and like being at the end of its life by this race, because then I can swap it out for Russia potentially, which is kind of powery anyway. Ooh, Ocon's got ahead of Grosjean. But I wasn't quite sure whether to swap out the engine
To teammate 24.7 seconds.
early, but maybe I was wrong. Who knows?
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
3 licenses for like 18 races, I believe. You need
Yes.
to invest in reliability big time or take penalties
That's true. Although to be fair, my qualifying, because the game cheats in qualifying, I'm always knocked out in Q1, so it doesn't really matter for me. I clearly race better than I qualify. At least I didn't pick the McLaren. Did you see the news update where they've realised that actually the McLaren Honda engine in this game is broken because it can't actually update its performance properly? I was like, only that engine could have that problem in this game. Poor Honda. Even their digital version doesn't work. Oh wow. Ah, hey Mana. Do you find that grid penalties like really affect you though, Mana? Or are you finding that you're able to just kind of flip it back on through again? Careful, Sergio, baby.
Okay, gap ahead is 4.5 seconds.
Well, time to redo my career, this time at Toro Rosso. Grinning face.
You can pretend to be Pierre Gasly and get the drive that you'll probably never have.
Not too bad, depends on the track.
Okay. I'll smash out in Monaco anyway. I might as well take a grid penalty there. Oh, this is really hurting me, this front wing. Can't wait to get that changed. Full race update.
You're sat in P8. Stroll is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 4.6 seconds. They're on old super softs. Perez is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old super softs. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. 49 laps to go.
Okay.
To take a grid penalty, I introduced a new gearbox and every engine component to add them to the pool.
Might as well go for a fresh lot of the lot, you know, yeah.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Keep current.
Copy that.
Like hell am I 3-stopping at Bahrain?
Seconds.
God. Must mean Lewis Hamilton's taking over Valtteri Bottas for the lead if he's just done a fastest lap. teammate.
So the gap to our teammate is 23.5 seconds. They're on old super softs. The time last lap was a 1:37.6.
Okay. So we're pegging each other roughly. Considering he's in clear air.
When the gearbox gets warm, you can get shifts that are delayed by several seconds, which totally screws you too.
Yay! Can't wait. Mind you, Mr. Manor is a boss on this game, I must say.
The gap to
Very
teammate
impressive
is
racing
23.6
on Monday.
seconds.
Sergio? Sergi, no. Ooh, literally Sergi, no. Well done me.
Yellow
Ooh.
flag.
Takes the boom.
Oh, Merrickson. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo's out. Wow. Drama. Are we having a safety car? Are we having a virtual safety car? Are we doing anything? No, we're not. I am out braking myself into that horrible corner, though. Oh well, no points for Danny Rick again. I wonder if we'll get Bottas retire again, because he's yet to finish. Okay, we're closing. Strolly roll.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
Yeah, shush, shush, shush. Oh, they're all coming in. Ah, Hamilton's pitted, that's why. Oh, hang on, we've got an internet problem again. I'm hoping you can still see it's getting this through, because PlayStation is saying it's not going through properly.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
I don't think I'm battling Hamilton fairly enough, Jeff.
All seems fine here.
Awesome. Thank you. I can see Hulkenberg's closing down. Right, I think we might come in next time round, actually. It's Massa in. Come back onto the racing line. Ooh. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Didn't catch that. Say again.
Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Jeff, don't go all like schizophrenic on me, mate. This is the wrong time. Do that when I ask for weather information. That's comical. Not in a pit stop!
Say again, you're breaking up.
Shush. Oh wow. Way faster. Excuse me. Sorry.
Go, go, go.
No. Oh, did that replace the wing without replacing the wing?
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
I think it has, you know. Nice weird animation that didn't happen. Oh no, it's still there. Bollocks. Oh. I wanted them to fix the damage. Stupid me. Alright, so back out in last. We got this. Didn't it do it? Unless it decides that that isn't enough damage to repair. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, who's that?
Okay, gap ahead is...
Ah, it's Raikkonen in the
1.7
pits.
seconds.
Not going to help my position.
They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
Team orders. Team orders, please. Please, please. Ah. I say I don't trust any of you. Papa! Oh my Christ! Hee-hee! Yeehaw! Well done, Pascal, running 12th.
Persevering face, persevering face, persevering face, persevering face, persevering face, persevering face.
There's a lot of persevering going on there. Grosjean we've done. Oh, is that Perez getting around Hulkenberg? It looks like it. Welcome, Samco. It's like Sanyo and Namco had a baby. Hit the DRS too early there, too often.
Edge 12th place.
Oh, hey, Chimp. Ooh, that was good that we got out of his way.
2 seconds.
That's Ocon Perez. We aren't going to beat Stroll out though. We've lost out. Oh, we have lost out quite a bit time-wise by the looks of it to Stroll. Who's gone super soft. Oh, so has Perez. Ooh, we've gone for the weird option. No, Sergio. Out to Stroll quite a bit. That'll be tyres though. We'll have our revenge. Maybe it was better to go for super soft, super soft, super soft. Soft. Oh, I see Kimi Raikkonen's come back to life post pit stop as well. Clearly sorted whatever problem he had. Which is going to be annoying. Oh. Careful, Schmiffy. I think I was too clever for my own good. No, I got it right. Ha! Sorry, Sergio, but DRS is man.
Nico has come into the pits.
Ah, shit, we've got nowhere to go. Oh, fuck it. Now we're in trouble. I think. Too aggressive.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Oh, ask me when I'm on the back straight. Not now.
What difficulty is this?
This.
Classic broken front wing. Smithy, don't change.
This is 90%. Confirm change.
Copy.
You should have shares in carbon fibre.
I should. To be fair, my engine is also struggling, so I am okay with having a bit of a wonky race here if it happens.
Box, box, box.
Go K-Mag. I'm not that... Am I that terrible? I guess I am, aren't I? There we go.
Did you hear that the McLaren engine is broken in the game?
Yes, I did. It made me laugh quite a lot. Come on. Thank you. Oh, there we go. We're not completely off the back of everyone else. We'll be fine. We just need to stay on the lead lap and hope for safety car. Oh, Christ. There is the leader. Shit. Get a move on. Schmiffles. At least
Receive that. Repeat the message.
At least we get to see what's going on with the leaders.
You'll get a lease.
Yeah. I like how the phone didn't say VSC, it's a VSC. Sounds like some kind of disease. I'm sorry, but I've got a really bad case of VSC.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Van Dorn in the pits.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
Not yet. Hey, not last.
Do you want a lease? That'll be £5, please.
I'll have it on a serviette, on a bed of celery, please. Caning the tyres in that corner. I need to sort that out.
The gap to the car ahead is 7.9 seconds.
In a petri dish.
Softs on the car behind.
Car feels so much better with that new front wing, but oh, the cost.
Do you find Minimap helpful?
I do, actually, but mainly for keeping an eye on what the hell's going on elsewhere as opposed to what's going on with me. So, like, if there's yellow flags out somewhere or something like that, I like to know where it is.
Hi.
Hello, Valster. Hope you're well. Apologies for you joining me on my seeming front wing destruction fest of a Grand Prix as opposed to one where I actually drive competently.
I have it turned off.
I would turn it off if Jeff was able to give updates on where everyone else is, because sometimes I'm like, if I'm coming into the pits on a certain lap, like when I'd done my first stop here, I came out right behind loads and loads of traffic.
I do well at Australia, mainly because I always have restarted my career since F1 2014.
I think everyone's favourite race is Australia in terms of like amount of laps that they've done. But yeah, until Jeff can tell me that when I'm coming into a pit stop I'm going to rejoin in X position and I'll be around Y amount of traffic, the mini-map is useful to me. Because it doesn't tell you that you're coming out into clear air, and it doesn't calculate any of that obviously, so it makes it quite difficult for me to, if I'm in the heat of a battle for something, I might want to pit a lap early or stay out a couple of laps more if I think that actually, traffic wise, I'm going to leapfrog some people. Excuse me, sorry, I've got a bit of a cough. Anyone have any particular opinions over the Italian Grand Prix, apart from how snoozy it was? This is the PS4 version. I normally double dip with F1 games, but I haven't this year because my PC could barely run 2016, so until I've got a upgrade to my PC, I will stay in console.
3.2 seconds.
By saying that you've understood, you've already out-Jeffed Jeff.
I don't really remember it. Would love to be on track with you someday.
I keep meaning to say that we're going to have like a actual community race where everyone can lap me, but it's proven more difficult to put together than I first imagined.
PC for now
I'm a big advocate of PC racing for sim racing type stuff, so your R Factor 2s, excuse me, I'll say iRacing, but I don't do it because it's iRent racing in my personal opinion. I'd like to own the game, please. But yeah, that's where I kind of cut my chops.
Rick Shadow just dive-bombed everyone. Max, well yeah, that happened. Palmer had covered. Verstappen pushed K-Mac off. Yeah, racing is heavy on the
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Valpster, do you race with a controller or a wheel? And if you race with a wheel, what wheel do you use? I'm in the market for a new wheel, potentially, at some point.
Our gap behind is 8.8 seconds.
Oh, Christ. I know I exceeded track limits, but I hardly gained anything, did I? Some of the track limits on this game are actually quite ridiculous.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
After it broke down. Too much above my budget to go for a new front tank.
Okay. on, Princess Pascal, we're coming for you. This has taken longer than I thought it would do. I thought we'd reel him in much quicker than this.
Thrustmaster 500 does the job well. I heard 300 is just as good.
Okay.
Catch that. Say again.
Ferrari out front. That must be Vettel.
In my Australia Season 2, Alonso finished 4th, Ocon 3rd, Wehrlein 8th, and Ericsson 6th.
Christ! What kind of race did you have, chimp? Was it because you was out on track knocking everyone off? Thank you.
I use the T300 and it's great for me.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.4 seconds.
I expect a flag of the blue variety this lap, I'd imagine. Teammate.
Our gap to our teammate is 6.4 seconds. They're on old softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.3.
I don't know what happened, it just happened. Probably because Hamilton and Bottas crashed into each other.
Oh,
Then there
superb.
was a skimpy.
Who left Rosberg's AI in?
Blue flag.
Okay. Go Sebastian, you need to win a race because currently Hamilton after 2 races has got like a 31-point lead because no one else seems to finish a race properly. So something that does really annoy me is I'm now a lap down. Surely my fuel mixture should now be plus 1 lap 12.12? Not still the same? I've not magically gained or lost a lap, but I'm going to be completing 1 lap less. They really need to look at implementing that. In my humble opinion. I use that tool all the time if I'm lapped in Motorsport Manager.
I think it's from your finish.
%, on the old engine, not great. I'm assuming it's around 70 that they start wanting to explode everywhere.
Has there been any news on Renault or Honda yet?
Our gap to the car in front is
No, there hasn't,
6.8
actually.
seconds.
And they did say that there's going to be an announcement probably before Singapore, so they should be getting a move on with it. Unless they're going to announce it at Singapore. Alonso's been busy tweeting IndyCar pictures. Which I find really, really funny. The most socially aware, social media aware political driver that's out there on the grid. So funny. Oh, Raikkonen's out.
They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of
Wow.
problem with their car.
Well,
Okay, the gap behind is 8.4 seconds.
I don't really want a safety car now that I've been lapped. Oh, Christ. If I end up getting a time penalty because I run wide on that corner, I will literally have a stroke.
That broke my gearbox in Austria from hitting a curb hard. To a possibility, McLaren will build their own engines from 2021 if the regulations suit it.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on, that car requires a virtual safety car, surely.
Just stick the P1 engine in the back and head for Imola.
Hey, Tom. Why does everyone come in when I'm having the crap race as opposed to the good one? The only good bit was where Perez was coming out of the pits and I was busy doing a double overtake at the same time. Ooh, what's going on up ahead? That looks juicy.
Mad race pace in USA rain last Monday, Simone. Asterisk Simon.
It's okay. I can answer to both. It's okay. I've developed wonderful boobs over the years.
Well, I don't work Fridays. Other people I don't know.
Yeah, that race on Monday around America was good fun. I enjoyed that. Ooh, Row next. Row your ass gently down the straight. Explode, explode, explode your brakes because you are a French. Now watch, because I've mentioned the French, my video will be demonetized by YouTube.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.1 seconds.
Nice graphical pop in.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car
Is
behind
it
by a
possible
few
to
seconds
finish
per
the
lap.
race online yet, or your Renault will explode?
You can finish a race online now, as of patch 1.05. Although, I did read in the Codemasters thing that because all the stats are wrong, they're just going to wipe everyone's stats on a later patch.
I've run out of engines in the career by Singapore. The online seems okay now apart from the blue flag glitch.
Yeah, that blue flag glitch is proper annoying. Can I say? Sorry, Frenchie.
Blue flag, blue flag. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Oh, good. Blue flag turned itself off. Good. I was starting to get worried then. I was like, no, I've just overtaken you. I'm not giving it back.
race update, please.
Jeff, full race update.
You have P13, Nico ahead. Gap to car in front is 4.6 seconds. They're on old softs. Grosjean behind. The gap behind us is 2.4 seconds. They're on old super softs. They seem to have an issue. Your pit window opens in 2 laps time. 26 laps to go.
Don't mind a spot of DRS. Cheers, Valtteri. See if he actually finishes this race in this thing, because he's
Thank you, Jeff.
he's currently last. Thanks, Jeff.
Confirmed.
Oh no, Jeff! More updates, Jeff.
Got that confirmed.
Jeff, have my babies.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Hope not. Especially if it's a hymen. Oh dear.
Blue flag.
Oh, you can sod off. Excuse me.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
I got the lurgy, Jeff. Christ, Christ. Yeah.
Action Formula 1 changes grid penalty system.
Pit window is open. The pit
Sorry
window
to
is
trouble
open.
you. You know, while you are trying to race, but what a difficulty is this on, please?
This is on 90, the AI difficulty ton. With every assist off except for traction control on medium. Simulation damage, strict, corner cutting. And what I find is that I underperform in qualifying, and usually I'd say slightly
Changes at no grid penalties, FDW.
slightly overperform in the race, I think, compared to where I am, but I'll take it. Now it wants to stick me on the mediums. I feel like that's really, really harsh. I don't want to go on the mediums. I don't want to do it. Terrible at the pit in. I'm so sorry. How should Formula 1 change its grid penalty system? See, now I quite like the grid penalty system to a degree.
How long until more than 19 cars have penalties?
Exit now.
Asterisk.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Let's beat Van Dorn. That's weird graphical problems. I don't mind grid penalty systems because reliability has always been a factor of Formula 1. It's only been the last decade or so where reliability nearly got stamped out, and actually I thought it made for some boring racing because you no longer get those like freak results. And then everyone says like, oh, Azerbaijan was the best race this year because everyone was crashing into each other and retiring. Shows what a little bit of unreliability and shake-up can really do. So, I don't know. What would be a good solution for grid penalties?
I like the penalty system when Merck get penalties. Give them back 5 units for the season and keep the penalties would be my vote.
It does feel a little bit excessive, the cut down, I think. These mediums don't feel very fast.
For next year will be chaotic. 3 next season, it's gonna be impossible.
God. No, bring it back to 5.
Apart from the European Grand Prix and McLaren, everyone is almost too reliable.
Well, I don't know. Red Bull seem to not be getting reliability right. And Toro Rosso, but that seems to be a Renault issue, I think, more than anything else.
It's Azerbaijan, not European now. Oh yes, true. This game sucks because you can't use the PSP as a rear view mirror.
Aww. I'd love to have my little Vita or PSP as a mirror. Oh Christ. Fuel problems.
One either side has wing mirrors.
As long as I don't do an IndyCar and fly off. Hit my next door neighbour. That would entertain me, to be fair.
Ha, perfect. Do you have buttons mapped so you can look left and right, Simon? I keep forgetting to do that.
No, I just do it with the right stick. And I appreciate that I'm not in fully cockpit mode for these. It's such a weird thing because, like, when I play on other racing games, I always sit there and play with the cockpit view and just raise it as high as possible because I feel like I need to see where the end of the nose cone is. I used to be a pain in the arse with that with R Factor and R Factor 2. Excuse me. I think we're a bit fucked for this race if we have to stick on the mediums all the way till the end.
I always race with the view you are in now. How should Formula 1 change its grid penalty system? This can only go well. Wrong lane.
Did you see Lewis Hamilton saying that he doesn't like the Paul Ricard circuit already?
We're starting from scratch with 2018 F1 car. This can only go well.
yeah, I'll be interested to see what Sauber do. I'm assuming Leclerc will be in one of the cars. Now that they're coming back to being a mini Ferrari 2, the Revenge. Which is, as a rule, generally where Sauber have done best. Apart from when they had Mercedes backing right at their very beginning of their career.
Nico is in the pits.
Yo, Taco Nando's.
We used to have a French GP. Paul Richard isn't the greatest at circuits judging by the WTCC races.
It's not fab, but France don't really have... Like, all of their circuits are a little bit awkward. It's almost like they've channeled their nationality into actual tarmac with their slight awkwardness. And,
Bring back Packies.
Pow. Po, I should say. I do like watching the Po races on Formula Renault 3.5. Although no overtaking actually ever happens there, really. But, excuse me.
Never worked for F1 though, smiling face with open mouth.
I'd love it to. Where else would you... What other French circuits would you go for, though? Because Manicourt never produced a good race because it's all chicanes, and it's one of those circuits that's nice to drive because it flows quite nicely. But in terms of actually producing a race, not so much.
Dijon.
Raking it out from the backyard.
Street circuit in Paris at night.
No. No, 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 no. We need to get away from these street circuits.
There's interference.
Oh, of course we've fucking got a penalty now.
Awarded a time penalty.
Because we haven't had one of those today.
Time at the end of the race.
Oh. If it rains, it pours. No, I'm going on a bit of a vendetta because leave all the shitty street circuits for the majority of them to Formula E. They capitalise them so well by providing tracks that are just terrible. Leave that to them. Formula 1 needs to concentrate on getting circuits back onto an actual circuit place and out of a car park. Because once you can only really have one.
Hey, Magny-Cours was such a boring race when it was in the calendar, but in comparison to some of the modern tracks, probably judged as equal. The man's winking face. Oh snap.
Because like a street circuit, we've got Singapore, that covers the night race going round in a nice city. Monaco is a classic, done. I feel like we've covered that off, because every time someone's tried to do it's Monaco, but it doesn't work, because you've got Monaco. So you need to kind of have a different angle to it.
FIA President Jean Todt has backed the idea of Formula 1 introducing a yellow jersey for the halo, giving the World Championship leader a...
Yeah, that's stupid. And if they're going to use the halo for sponsorship showing, that won't happen. Or it'll end up being like two little yellow stripes on the side or something. And that'll be it. The halo is too prominent in the car design to not be laden with sponsorship everywhere. Personally, I'd like to see McLaren put in cartooned tuned on their halo. That would make me happy on the inside.
Yellow stars like at McDonald's. Decent French track, Charade. Helmut Marko lost his eye there.
Well, that's all the more reason to go back. Maybe they can do a bonus point. Oh dear. I do apologise, this race has not been spicy. It's my own fault. But thank you for staying and having motorsport banter. I'll have to do something about fuel in a minute as well.
Conspiracy theory, Malaysia was kicked off by Liberty, so France can be on the calendar. France is a classic, Malaysia is not.
Well, no, Malaysia kicked off the calendar because it costs too much and they get more money from MotoGP. The appetite for F1 has gone away in Malaysia.
I prefer Malaysia to Bullwicker though.
Yeah, I do. I love Malaysia. I think that circuit flows really nicely. I know we've had this discussion before on my streams.
Some information on Hulkenberg. They have
Shows
some
how
kind
that
of
Bull
mechanical
Richard
problem.
was cheap.
Excellent. Hulkenberg has a mechanical problem. That can only help us.
In one of my most hated Malaysia. 5 seconds is a joke. Apart from that bastard double apex right-hander.
Yes. Though if I'm honest, I have much more problem with turn 14 and 15. I think at the end of Sector 2. Right, hopefully Hulkenberg is walking wounded and will stay walking wounded for some time.
Now Smith has a penalty, comma. Yes.
Never mind, my penalty is only 3 seconds, not even 5. We're okay. I'd be surprised if he doesn't have to pit again, actually, Alonso.
Got a Brunetto on the go this time, Tom.
Channeling your Kimmy.
When will Tesla join Formula E?
Isn't that next year? Driver in front.
Nico is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 5.2 seconds. You're taking 1.8 seconds out of them each lap. They're on fresh softs. They seem to have an issue. The time last lap was a 1:37.6.
So Curry and an F1 stream.
Hey, I'm going to be going for a curry after this.
No Tesla in Formula E.
My reward for a really, really shit week at work.
BMW and Mercedes next to join. Tesla haven't said anything. Porsche asphalt on. Push 2, thank you.
Isn't it Porsche that said that they want to get into F1? Sorry, I was trying to not cough, so I couldn't read that comment. Plus, we have a Hulkenberg to catch.
I still can't get excited about Formula E while it's all street circuits. Formula E worries me slightly. Soon, only F1 and FIA could exist, with other sports being very much privateer series. Yes, Porsche interesting in F1, but also confirmed for FIA.
Okay. Yeah, my problem with Formula E is it feels like it's like a circus parade because it's not proper tracks. I don't feel like it really challenges the drivers, and actually it's all about it's a technical porn show rather than a racing flourish for me. And so it doesn't feel like it feels too random, I think. Whereas if I look at F1, GP2, GP3, Formula 3.5, that kind of stuff, because they're going round, like in general, normal circuits, doing all kinds of bits and bobs and just enjoying themselves. I don't know, part of it for me is having a circuit that's challenging and doesn't look like I could drive round it quite happily, because those cars look slow. And so, yeah, it doesn't feel superhuman or like special to me. I feel like I could get in those cars and get within a couple of seconds quite happily. Definitely Zero, who does the co-op with me, goes each year to the Formula E in Germany because he lives in Germany, and he says actually when you go to the event as an actual show, it's way better than Formula One because it's designed around people.
It has 2 races on one track sometimes, and on other tracks, just 1 race.
Yeah.
Formula E cars are slow, and they need the tight tracks because the batteries can't handle long straights.
Which to me suggests you've not got your formula right. Or just make a really clear distinction that the two will never cross. And that's fine too. Hulkenberg, come on dude. Don't be shit. Oh, Smith, don't be shit. Okay, we'll have him.
Give it a couple of years and Formula E will be better than F1. Next season they get more power, and the year after that they will not do the car swaps mid-race.
I think The problem with the problem on the wall for Formula One is this whole the uprise of social justiceness. I mean, look, today Malaysia as a country banned Steam because of a game about war, a fighting game where different religions battle with each other, and there is now so much at play.
It may be, yes. That's what I thought, Manor.
It's like a real problem, I think, now to it's seen as almost being socially destructive because there'll be so much social justice warrioring going on when, quite frankly, there's more important things higher up the pecking order than what powers F1 racing cars, if that makes sense. But it's an easy target, and that's its problem. Driver in front.
Kvyat is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 18.2 seconds. You're down 0.8 a lap. They're on old softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 35.5.
What did people think of the new IndyCar that got launched? And also, another thing, Tom, you'll probably be most interested in this, the rival touring car championship for BTCC. Unlimited grids. They've tooted a few other things as well. BTCC has not had any competition at all.
Starting from the 2018 ninth season.
Okay.
Just to confirm for Formula E.
Nice. Though I kind of missed that a little bit, maybe. I feel like not enough drivers have stacked it trying to get out the car. Stupid time limits. See, if Williams were in Formula E with their pit stops, they would do it so like a little crane would just come and like pick up the driver and throw it straight into the next car seamlessly. Probably wipe his bum at the same time.
The TCR is being touted as a stepping stone to BTCC rather than an outright competitor. I like the new IndyCar car. It looks better than F1/V cars. TCR will be a success in its own right at first, then we see in 3 years if it's a competitor to BTCC.
Yeah.
I think for 2018, there will be.
They will beat them on tenterhooks, Mr. Thomas. Right, are we closing down Kvyat? No. I feel like we've kind of got to where we can in this race.
There will be a big grid of drivers who previously failed to succeed at the BTCC.
Oh, that was a lot of yellow on that car.
Andy Neal, Carth, Dan Welch in a Hyundai, some of the team hard drivers there. Nate,
That'll be good. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like there's a proper, like, direct GP2 thing. Ooh, Ocon and Kvyat having a squabble. Or if there is, I don't, like, automatically know. It's like where I'd sit there and be like, not Formula, not the Minis. You know what I mean. They're one of the support races. McGann's.
well, the Clip Cup does a good job.
That's the one.
As a feeder,
I do enjoy the Clio Cup. If I was to be a racing driver, I think I would probably like to do Clio Cup kind of stuff.
Trails and Pointers are a good path.
They look so cute.
Asterisk Cleo.
lots and lots of yellow. My engine's full of mustard. But Hulkenberg's problems has kind of gifted me 12th, which is nice.
So hopefully the TCR fits in between Clear Cup and below BTCC.
Yeah, I mean, when it's put like that, it makes more sense, I think.
When will Missile retire?
Probably the end of this year, but he's already said that he's off to Formula E when he does. But the decision for Massa to retire, I think, is going to be in the hands of Fernando Alonso.
There is a drive. We will see Missile again.
Yeah, Massa's destiny is in Alonso's hands, in my opinion, because Williams won't won't put Lando Norris in, because Stroll's not excuse me, team leadery enough.
How is it up to Robinson?
It's up to Alonso, because Alonso is the big driver that's out there that can move. Everyone else is locked in.
One of the Force India drivers could look to Williams next year. Say where not.
I think they'll.
Stroll is the best in FTW.
I think they'll. That was a gear shift problem. Oh, we're going to have a gearbox problem. Great. For me, Alonso's the one that can move. Force India will sort out their duo. It's a nice problem for them to have, and they've not had it for a long time. They're just inexperienced in being able to handle two drivers running on the same pace, essentially. Like so close. So they'll sort themselves out. They'll stay. Especially because Perez can't go higher.
Prost and Perez. A last generation of decent drivers that never got top cars. Stroll will be a future WC. He's been on the podium and front row started his debut season. Apparently Williams offered a Sole contract. Perez did. Just too early.
Yeah, wrong timing for him. Well, you say, oh, he's had a front row start. Hulkenberg had pole
True that, forgot the McLaren year.
on his first year, and then they didn't have him for next year. They said he weren't good enough. So that's why Hulkenberg locked into Renault. That's his home now. Yeah, I don't see... It's so frustrating, because 2018 for me, I was really hoping for a bit of a driver market shake-up, and it's so not happened. Kimi back in Ferrari again is the most uninspired driving decision, I think, in years. It's so frustrating. He's holding up a place that he's able to coast around on and pick up results, but he'll be the reason why Ferrari don't get a drivers' championship. Because it's basically who's the better finished driver. And that's Bottas, just. Come on. Thank you.
Yeah, but Hulk was older than Stroll. Hulk came from F2 Kimi should go fuck off. Sergio Martin playing it safe with Kimi before he retires. Agree on Kimi, but Ferrari always play it safe with the second seat.
Yeah, I know. It's just boringly disappointing. Driver in front?
Lock on ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 19.1 seconds. You're losing 5.5.
Ah, swerving Irvin.
I feel the same way, Smithy.
The old swerving Irvin. Woke up the year that you got a championship, nearly. Then went straight back to bed again afterwards. Mind you, that Jaguar was bloody horrible. How did Toro Rosso get round Ocon on such a power-dependent circuit? This makes no sense to me at all.
If Kimi and Rizzo retired from F1, then the driver market would be exciting.
Yeah. And I love Felipe. He's one of my favourite drivers, but it's time to go. Whilst his head's held high.
If Alonso moves, who takes his seat? Owen saw the GP2 and I agree it was harsh to take away that win. Get a young Red Bull driver in instead of Kvyat too.
Yeah, Kvyat's deadwood. Can we get rid of him as well? He would actually. Kvyat would be the first driver that I'd get rid of on this grid at the moment. Followed by Palmer, obviously, but Palmer won't be around next year. I feel it's such a shame for Jolyon Palmer, genuinely, I think, because he's always been a bit like Rio Haryanto, only slightly more talented. The Palmer is well, no, but he won GP2 and done very, very well, but he takes too long to get to grip with things, and he's a bit like Kimi, where Kimi needs like a proper weekend where everything goes to plan for him to like perform vaguely okay.
Didn't catch that.
Palmer's in the same problem, but the team just don't give a shit.
Unlucky, just like his dad was.
Yeah. So Palmer won't be about.
So did Werline. They're both shit.
But like, I look at GP2 and there's so many drivers that I would love to see up, which is why it's why we need a Minardi or a Manor back. And Gene Haas was saying about this, and we was talking about this last co-op episode, which goes out tomorrow. We'll be doing our round 2 of that.
One DTM, not GP2.
Yeah, Berlin was DTM, whoever said that. Well done, Manor. Yay, Vettel wins.
Dire Street. Oh. Dire Stone.
But yeah, the big thing for me is that it's too risky now to stick people in,
One lap of fuel remaining.
and so people come into, like Stoffel had a problem, Palmer had the problem. You come into a championship after having a year where you've just won something, and then you have to have a year elsewhere, not racing, and I don't think that helps anyone's racecraft at all. There should be. It will never happen, but there needs to be like an FIA team.
But I'd also get rid of Ericsson. Direstone won't ever get a seat again. That performance in Hungary showed that.
Ericsson's alright actually, but Ericsson was like a 4th or 5th place person in GP2. And so like other places, like Davide Valsecchi, the man, I love him on the commentators thing, but he won GP2.
Well done, good finish. You stepped
But was
up
never
and
given the
achieved what
shot.
you asked. Good job.
One of the biggest travesties of the lot. He was such a good overtaker.
Better season if the rules hadn't changed from last year.
Yeah, because then he's lost in a sea of stuff. But there seems to be like, I feel like there needs to be like an FIA junior team that we know will be back of the grid.
A great win then for the
But,
Maranello
like,
team today.
Be like the GP2
Anthony,
bringer-upper.
what do you think made the difference?
It'll never happen.
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm.
Nice
and reacting
low-res
to the
textures on the
situation quickly.
helmet and the
We've seen
clothes.
teams in the past
Oh,
throw
yeah.
away wins because they were too hesitant But here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the
Excuse me.
advantage.
Kevin Magnussen was 6th. What? Fucking hell.
Well, this is it. This is where they all want to be. Here come the top 3 then, out onto the
Go on,
podium
Vettel.
after a fascinating Grand Prix.
He looks northern.
He won in Japan for me. Okay, Mag. Wow.
So then,
K-Mag
it's
is an
time to see how
interesting
this result
driver
affects
as
the
well.
Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now
That's
then,
a
Anthony
fifth.
Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Probably Carlos Sainz.
was gonna say,
You
it's gotta
know,
be
strong
Sainz.
pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
Right.
On to
well,
the constructors
sorry
then.
for nerding out in
Mercedes
the
have
comments.
extended
I'm
their
off
lead
to
at the
play
top of
this
the
actual
standings.
game.
Meanwhile, Ferrari
No worries.
have
Thank you so
improved
much
their
for coming in
position.
and providing
A
some
strong
good
weekend from them as they
Always
fight
be
their
a
way
midfield
towards the
driver.
top. Well,
Some
what
good
a
stuff.
weekend that
Loving
has
it.
been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Okay, so that's how they finished. Let's just have a quick nose at the race director. Did anyone do... Oh, some people... So yeah, so Massa went on to the mediums as well, interestingly. Some mechanical failures. Oh, lots of corner cutting warnings. Loving it. Okay. And then in the standings, so Hamilton still leads the way, but now Vettel's actually won something.
Goodbye.
See ya. That's all good. Verstappen up to 3rd ahead of Massa and Perez. I'm now down to 6th after being strangely 3rd. Bottas finally finishes a race, goes up to 8th. Raikkonen has still only scored in Australia and is now 11th in the standings. That's crazy. I feel like this is just a pass the parcel round. Good to see Kvyat take a point as well. So it's just Hulkenberg, the McLarens and the Saubers who have not scored. What a crazy ass championship this has turned into. Ferrari leapfrog Red Bull, Williams leapfrog Force India, Haas leapfrog us. Yowzers. Now, Emma Jenkins, are you still going to have a face like a slapped ass? You know she will. And then I'm going to go and order a curry. I've had an anime arrive called The Boy and the Beast, so I'll be watching that this evening. Do love me some anime from the acclaimed director of Wolf Children, and that film made me cry. So it's going to be a fun evening, I can tell. Ha! Beat you with by 1/10 with a dodgy wing. Screw you, Hulkenberg. Screw you. Oh, McLaren and Sauber still like me, as do Ferrari, strangely. Haas do not, because they're overachieving. Yeah. Cool. Right, well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming along. You have a great weekend. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is F1 Co-op with Definitely Zero, where we'll be talking over the Italian Grand Prix and our general discussions of stuff, whilst driving even poorer than what I did today, usually. And then there's some other PS4 games that will be coming out over the course of the next week with different videos that I've purchased along the way. So take care all, and have a great one. Nom noms.